Hello everyone and welcome to the final game of Divisional Week. We've got the underdog story of the year in the Jacksonville Jaguars having to deal with the two teams with the best record in football outside of the New York Football Jets, who did not have their two best players and lost to the Green Bay Packers earlier today. They have had to face not one, but two 14-3 teams now, after having taken down Lamar Jackson and that heavy run attack. They now are given the privilege, the honor of having to go to MetLife Stadium and play the Jets, who absolutely pantsed them the first time, because it was stupid how that game ended up going down. Between offensive linemen forcing fumbles on interceptions to very stupid goal line play that could have won the game for the Jacksonville Jaguars. And if they win that game, I believe they actually end up winning the division. So, oof.
Yeah. Tough looks.
Yeah, tough looks. Could have had home field, but instead, not going to happen. As you have heard, got RX in the booth with me as we are underway from snowy, blizzardy MetLife Stadium.
Geez. Oh, wow.
Which it's ironic that the funny thing is, not only did it happen in this game, it did also happen for Green Bay, New York. So they kept the continuity.
Yeah.
So heavy snow game as the Jets will receive the opening kickoff and take this back to the 26. So Jacksonville getting the ball first on offense. Now what they did against Baltimore was they did a great job of draining clock, taking long, methodical drives. That's not going to be the key to beating the Jets, right?
No, they're going to need to put up points. This Jets offense has put up a lot of points all season, so that's going to be the key here.
Yeah, I don't.
Maybe it might be actually, but they're going to need to get touchdowns, not field goals, at the end of these drives.
Yeah, 17 points is not going to win you a football game against the New York Jets. It's not going to happen. You're going to have to put up at least 20-something, if not 30 points, as we see a first down run from ETN go about 4 yards.
Well, it looks like Jacksonville's going to try and play this just like how they played last week. They're going to, take up a lot of this clock. Like you said, methodical drives, push the ball, get the ball down the field, take up a lot of this clock.
Yeah, I believe last week with Baltimore, their first drive, they had, I think, 3 fourth and short conversions. Now, last time they played New York, they had fourth and short opportunities as well, as we will now see a first down. Okay, I couldn't see the yellow marker through all this snow. I was fairly certain he got it, but God, does he have his stadium sound off too? Stadium music is off.
There's no PA for you.
There's no PA, yeah. I'm fine with the PA being on. I can usually avoid copyright from High Hopes playing as long as there's someone talking in the background. As got his tight end wide open, that's going to be Hayden Hurst, and Hurst fights his way forward across the 40 to the 39. So
yeah, just great. Just great play call there. After a couple inside zones, hit him with the play action over the top. The linebackers came up, opened that wide up for Hurst over the middle.
Yep, was looking run all the way and just right over the top of him. And Hayden Hurst with the first completion of this divisional game, as Trevor Lawrence looks to hopefully put that into more and more as give to ETN. Here we'll go for about 5 on first down. Some good solid running here, as that's honestly been the key to a lot of these games that we've seen won. I have to imagine that San Francisco did a good job running the football. I
don't think it really mattered what San Francisco did well. I think they were going to win that game.
Yeah, it's really hard for Trask to beat teams that are actually, up at that upper tier. They were not going to make a if they made the championship game and got Brady off a suspension for Deflategate, maybe, but not this time. Second down run. This is going to be Cottrell, or as Urban Meyer calls him, the fast white guy. We'll get it inside the 25. Just right up the middle, really. Nice solid running there. It's funny, we see the small white guy. We see the small, fast white guy, and we've seen ETN. You know who we haven't seen? The same player that always gets forgotten about, that is finally coming onto the field. James Robinson.
Yeah. Just about to say that. He's finally emerged here.
And 1st and 10 here. All on the 24, man in motion, and we will not see it go to Robinson still. Chenault is going to show exactly why he's not a running back, though, as he's going to get nothing on the touch pass. Granted, there wasn't anything there before, but yeah.
Yeah, maybe should have gone to Robinson on that one.
Yeah, probably should have.
We're going to see what Jacksonville wants to do here. This is their first 2nd and long they've had, so we'll see how they want to tackle
this is the first time that they've been outside of 6 yards. First time being behind the chains this drive. I believe every single play on first down has gotten them in at least 2nd and 6.
Yeah. So, see what they dial up here on 2nd and 10.
Up back. Looks like they got it. Yep, they will have a tight end underneath. That's going to be Hollister. Hollister's got the first and more inside the 10 to the 9, and it's now 1st and goal.
That was a great read there from Trevor. He just takes what the defense gives him and dumps that one down there to old Jacob Hollister, and he does the rest.
And they're going to keep those 2 tight ends on the field. They're going to play from the gun this time, though. Hollister and Hurst going to be on the same side with Chenault and Shark over to the left. And play action is the call. Looks like he might... Oh, he's not going to go to Chenault. He's actually going to go to Hollister, who dives his way in! Lays out for it. Man, what a risky play, because you can get that ball knocked out pretty easily whenever you do that. But jumping for joy here in New York as Hollister...
16 mile per hour wind. Oh, I feel like I jinxed it in there. The old announcer's jinx right there. 16 mile per hour wind.
Apparently Jacksonville watched that Tennessee game and went, you know what would be fun if we did that same exact thing.
It should be interesting if this game stays dicey late to see how that impacts the decision-making of the coaches on those, field goal opportunities.
Yeah, and that was just a case of he missed the kick bad, short on the meter. Yeah. Like, if he just waits a little bit, that wind doesn't blow it. That was him blowing it, not the wind.
Yeah. Well, you got to know when that wind's, 60 mile per hour to the right there. If anything, you want to move that meter a little left or just let the kick meter run past left a little bit.
Yeah. I wouldn't run it too far to the left, just like a smidge to the left and just hit a good kick. Especially when you're not kicking full power like most extra points get. As Wilson play action, takes off running, fires deep, and he's got Crowder. One-on-one coverage. Not a great throw by Wilson, but I think the bad throw actually opened Crowder up more than he would have been because he had to stop, and the Jag defender could not.
Yeah, Zach Wilson just immediately on that rollout went about 100 miles per hour to his right there.
Yeah, and if that's contained, the Jaguars have a sack. For whatever reason, don't see contain, as you would think Von Miller would be right on top of that, as we're going to see a dump off here to a different Carter, this one being the running back, who will get a...
Back-to-back play actions here to start the game for New York. We'll see if that's a continuing trend that they're going to rely heavily on that play action attack down the field.
Yeah, not entirely certain, as they will finally run it this time. Carter, he's going to make about every single Jaguar miss. I don't know if they tripped in the snow or decided that they wanted to make snow angels, but we're going to see a big touchdown run here as Carter from, I believe, like 40 yards out. And now Danny Amendola?
I,
Who is that kicker?
not. No, well, let me look here.
It's Amendola. I don't think it's Danny.
It's Matt Amendola, the rookie out of Oklahoma State there.
Ah. Yeah, going against those 16-mile-an-hour winds, didn't think that they would want to kick it as Dorsett along the left side! He could go! He could go! A great block on the kicker, and Philip Dorsett's going to take this all the way!
Oh my God!
Jacksonville!
Yeah, this was going to be a high-scoring game, just like we thought, but...
Punch! Punch! Meet counter punch! As Dorsett will just house this thing. And what a great block on the kicker.
Yeah, that was huge. I don't know who did that. That's what I was thinking myself there. Yeah, I don't know if it was a good decision to boot that 16-mile-per-hour into the wind, but
yeah. Hey, maybe try a squib next time.
Yeah, or at least angle it even more towards the sideline. I mean, I know the wind's blowing like crazy, but wow. But looks like we get to see the number 2 overall pick, Zach Wilson, back out on the field already here.
And it's 1st and 10 from the 25. Wilson drops back. Harrison coming through. Not going to be able to get to him, and Wilson goes off running. And Zach Wilson will run out of bounds at the 31. Yeah, Harrison didn't take a great angle. He's Harrison is a big man.
Mm-hmm.
Harrison is not meant to be chasing after nimble, fast quarterbacks. At least nimble and fast compared to Harrison.
Yeah. It was maybe only about Tom Brady's the only one.
Play action, Wilson, play. Oh, I believe that was Von Miller right in his face, and he forces a bad pass. And see, that's exactly what you need to do. That's exactly what you need to do. This is a team that loves to run these bootlegs. How do you stop the bootleg? You put on a contain.
Yep, right there in his face. And these 2 edge rushers are going to need to get after Wilson today, make him uncomfortable.
Hey, if you've got Josh Allen and Von Miller, you better make him uncomfortable. Throw underneath. And Njoku's close.
Wow.
I don't think he got it. He did not. So 4th and 1. Decisions, a 4th and short from their own side, and New York is going to go for it. Honestly, smart move, because let's be honest, if they tried to punt this, I'd be surprised if they got it past midfield against these winds.
Yeah. See what New York wants to do here.
4th and 1. They're going to drop back to pass on 4th down. Throw it underneath to Davis. Oh, man, if he could have lit him up, maybe he drops that thing. But that's going to be a 1st down. Just short over the middle was wide open. Obviously, you don't want that to be the case, but sometimes shit happens. And here you go. You don't have the bootleg. You don't have contain on for the bootleg. What happens? You give up a big play. Oh, okay.
Wow.
He's down. Hello? Whistle much?
Yeah, I think Jacksonville, they got to keep that contain on just about every time, because I think, what does Wilson have, about 5 completions? I'd say about at least 4 or 3 of them have been out of this play action. So you got to be ready for it. It's just going to come hot and heavy in this one.
Yeah, I think we've seen 2 non-play action completions from Wilson. The underneath one that brought up 4th and short, and the underneath one that got the 1st down.
Yeah.
But if you keep that contain on, you're gonna force him to stay in the pocket, meaning that those naked bootlegs are not gonna work. As quick out route here will gain them about 6. I have never seen that be run like that before, but okay. So now 2nd and a yard. 2nd and 4. I meant to say 2nd and 4, and I said 2nd and a yard. That's all on me. I had giant brain fart.
Great. That pressure, that pressure's been getting to him. It's been forced a couple inaccurates already. Yeah.
So now 3rd and 4. You can kind of get away with kicking a field goal here. But at the same time, like, you'd rather not trade touchdowns for field goals. However, because of the missed extra point, it is a field goal game if you only get a field goal. Again, where is your contain? Wilson on the move. Almost throws an interception, but it's going to be caught. And they've got the ball at the 1. How in that double coverage did Njoku bring that down? And Urban Meyer is furious.
Yeah, I don't blame him there. I really don't. That was pretty insane what just happened. I am shocked, to be honest. I about 99% of the quarterbacks that tried that throw not going to end up well. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah. And we have a pause and just immediate bruh.
Yeah. Well, I know the feeling. Zach Wilson has done that to me, so I know what it's like. See what New York wants to do here, though, on 1st and goal at the 1.
They're going to run it, and Carter's going to just waltz this one in.
Yeah.
So, a 4th down conversion and a pass that never should have been thrown, but somehow you get away with it. And now, I mean, kick return 2.0?
Yeah.
Oh, a miss! New York put it too far outside wide. He played too much wind, and now the Jets are going to end up actually tied instead of leading by 1. So they're going to kick it to Dorsett again. They're actually going to cover it correctly this time.
Still got a little dicey there for a second, but
yeah,
they end up getting off the blocks.
It did not look good there for a second. After that miss, I was thinking, oh no, not again.
But it looks like we're in for a real offensive explosion here.
Looks like we might be in for a barn burner here.
Yeah.
First and 10, 46 seconds left on the clock here in this first quarter, which is very important because that will put Jacksonville against the wind now. Play action. He might have had Chenault, but he took a little too long, and the safety was trying to bait him. So a good job of not throwing that, and Sid throws it to the in route as he's getting hit, which thank God he did, because if he didn't, that's 6 the other way.
Everything seems to be going well for everybody, you know? Whenever they're trying stuff, it seems to not end terribly so far, so.
Second down, throw, that's going to be Etienne, and Etienne will get the first.
Jacksonville back to just, getting they're just playing for the first down right now, so.
Yeah, screw the home run ball. Let's just get what we can get. And this will be the last play of the first quarter. Oh, he's got a man. He's going to throw this to Etienne smartly instead of Hayden Hurst. And it's going to get a couple more yards than it probably would have for Hurst because of the block that Hurst throws. But now across the 50, and that's going to bring us to the second quarter, tied up 13-all. And you're not hearing that wrong. You have not seen a field goal yet, and yet we're at 13-13. Because the winds here at MetLife Stadium are absolutely ridiculous. First down run to Etienne. Etienne with some good moves, and he's going to get a first again. Good solid running there from Travis Etienne.
There's some solid running there. You love to see it. That's what you got him for, that nice open field elusiveness.
And that tight end threw a beautiful block on the D tackle on the wham.
Yeah. Then Etienne just says, oh, this is all congested. I'll just go ahead and take this. Go ahead and bounce this out quick on you.
Yeah. Now first down, we're going to see a run this time with James Robinson. Robinson will will tell C.J. Mosley, I am your daddy, and he will get 7 yards. Man, C.J. Mosley getting a little weak with his age as he just gets completely bowled over. There's a reason that I call these small and surprisingly strong running backs bowling balls, because they do that.
Yeah.
And James Robinson is just a little old bowling ball down there.
Straight out.
Second and 3. Yep, I was about to say
Johnson.
he's got his bubble route. Johnson makes him and misses, and he fumbles! He fumbles the football, and Kendricks is going to get it off the fumble. Oh, we're going to see a flag. We're probably going to see a hold. So this is going to come back. So we're not going to see a strip back. We're going to see an illegal block in the back. And now New York is going to have the football at their own 6.
That's unfortunate there.
Big unfortunate. I think that C.J. Mosley forgot where he was after getting run over by James Robinson. But right there, that's Teron Johnson just trying to do a little bit too much. Does the spin move, really didn't need to, as, oh man, Josh Allen.
Yeah. Shoved that poor man to the side.
Yeah, but as I was saying there, like, Teron Johnson, just take what you can get. He spins, makes one man miss, sure, but Kendricks just completely lights him up, and if he's not spinning, probably doesn't happen.
Yeah, just unfortunate, you know. But these guys are out here. This is AFC Divisional round. They're going to be laying their hearts out, you know, and they're going to be trying to get every yard, and sometimes that's going to happen.
So 2nd and 12 now from your own end zone. Wilson drops back. Quick throw to Davis. Why are you not playing flats? Why are you not playing flats? He has killed you with these flats. If you're not going to play flats, at least play man. Like, you got to do something to take these away.
I mean, you got to know here. It's third. You're at third. They're at their own 4-yard line there, I think. You know, he's not going to be trying to test anything. Yeah.
Unless it's a quick deep ball, you're not going to call something. Allen gets off the block. Oh, I thought Allen was coming through there for the sack. Oh, Allen just beat his man so quickly and was almost on him. I thought he was going to get a strip sack there.
Yeah, he blitzed around the edge. Poor Mekhi Becton just got put in the old cycle there. But the running back picks it up at the last second, and Wilson's able to get it away for the first down.
And so, I mean, 1st and 10 now. Drop back. Hey, guess where he's going? You were just talking about this with Kansas City. Why are you not covering your flats? I'll say it to you now. Why are you not covering your flats? The only time that they have gone deep is off of play-action bootlegs, which if you're playing contain, is going to stop. So take the chance that he's not going to go deep. Ooh, Carter with a nice stiff arm.
Oh, my God.
On the first down run. But, like, start playing some hard flats. Keep your contain on. And those big plays that are coming off of play-action aren't going to happen anymore.
Yeah. Well, you know, but then you can't call that hard flats all the time. But, you know, just maybe first down, you know, maybe second down. Maybe when they're trying to pick up those easy yards.
Yeah, at least enough to where, like, if they're backed up in a situation that you're not just giving them an auto out, you know?
Yeah. But maybe Jacksonville believes that Zach Wilson is not going to continuously take the easy throw every time.
No,
and
I'm going to go.
Eventually, he's going to make a mistake.
I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now, knowing this user, Zach Wilson is going to continue to take the easy throw. I hate to tell you this, but
must be sensing some sort of play action here on 2nd and 1. He's going to try and heat him up.
Oh, Mims makes a man miss, and I think he's gone. Gilbert, only man to beat, and he will not beat him, so he's going to get down to the 11, but still. Ugh. Took the gamble, almost got home, but just couldn't cover Mims on the out route. And then, it doesn't help that you change to Henderson and go for a strip from about 40 yards away.
Wow.
You just go dead at the user. And Davis with the touchdown. Just complete fold by Jacksonville. They get into the red zone. They're in great position. They spin into a hit stick. And then give it away by not playing anything in the hard flats.
Yeah, I'm not sure why. I mean, you know, the zero blitzes, it can be very effective, you know, but I'm not sure those were the times to bring it out, if that makes sense. Every time you run that, you're making the gamble, and, you know, those times the gambles didn't pay off for Jacksonville. You know, maybe later in the game they will, so.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, it's just, your zone coverage has been good. The only way that you have been susceptible is off play-action bootlegs, which your contain is stopping, and on the outside in the flat. You cover those two, force them to take something that they don't want over the middle. Force them to test something.
Well, this drive is, I think it's imperative here that Jacksonville gets some points here and then uses a lot of this clock to make sure that the Jets don't get a little 2-for-1 possession here before halftime, since they get the ball out of half.
Lawrence drops back, and he's just going to take his flat route as ETN doesn't make a guy miss. A man just misses ETN.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it.
A man Von Miller's ETN.
Yeah.
I don't know if you were watching, but Bud Dupree did a full Von Miller impression earlier today.
No, I did not. What did he do?
He gets off the block and just off the edge and contain, just dives diagonally right in front of Mahomes' face. And just the giant over-the-top dive animation rather than tackling Mahomes in the backfield for a sack. It forced Mahomes to make a bad pass, but still. He just dove in front of him and tried to scare him instead of actually making the sack. So now here we go, 2nd and 8 from the 41. Possibly going to be the last play before the 2-minute warning, as got Chark underneath. Oh, that's not Chark, that's Hurst, I'm sorry. But that will be a first down, and yeah, that's going to bring us to the 2-minute warning, as Jacksonville now down 7. Going to have to give the ball back to New York at half. You need a touchdown, and you need your defense to step up.
Yeah. You got to try and hopefully come out with some adjustments out of half, realize where you're getting beat, and adjust, you know, to getting that stopped. So.
Yeah. Okay. Just because it's Madden and we can see it, I normally don't break the fourth wall this way, but please, for the love of God, don't spin. Okay, it's going to be the run time this time, and Robinson gets lit up, but he will get about 4. Actually 6, sorry. I thought it was the 44. He had the 46 beforehand.
Well, let's just see here what Jacksonville can do. They have not, I don't think, thrown the ball, besides that one throw to Hurst, at more than about 10 to 15 yards down the field. They have not tested anything really.
Yeah, a lot of it has been pretty underneath. And I mean, at the same time, hey, if New York's going to give you that all game, then they're going to give you that all game. And it's the same thing for New York on offense. If Jacksonville's going to give you that underneath stuff all game long, why not take it? You don't have to test them deep if they're going to keep giving you the underneath.
Yeah, missed block there by the left guard, but great job of ETN fighting. Make this a real manageable 3rd and 1 here.
Yeah, almost picked up the first, but still 3rd and 1, nothing to cry home about. I hate the gun in 3rd and 1. Just go underneath.
Don't worry.
They're going to throw it. They've got ETN underneath. He does hit ETN.
Oh.
And he was going to try and turn upfield, but had to turn a spin, and well, we remember what happened last time that they decided to spin. So tried to manually do it and almost ended up running back and losing the first down. But
yeah,
so
I thought he might have
time
had a
becoming
guy
of the essence now. ETN will get it. He will spin because he's stupid. Get inside the 30. So we're going to see our first timeout of the half. 32 seconds left here in the first half. Jacksonville used their first timeout. Now 2nd and 4.
Yeah, on that 3rd and 1, I think he might have had somebody open up the seam, but
hey, get your first down.
Pretty locked in on just making sure he got the first 30 ETN underneath.
And, I mean, looking at this look, you might see Hurst. It was going to be close, so, yeah, I like ETN underneath. ETN takes a giant shot.
Yeah, ETN definitely needs to hopefully continue to hold the ball with how much he's getting used here in this first half. That fatigue's going to be hitting him.
Yeah. Maybe a time to put in Robinson. The sure-handed guy? Oh, right on cue.
Yeah.
first and 10 now. In the red zone. Drop back. Okay. I was thinking maybe he throws it, but it was getting a little late, and then he decided to say fuck it and threw it anyway. So 1st and goal, 1 timeout, so you can take 1 play in the middle of the field. Otherwise, just about all of these have to be going to the end zone.
Yeah, or, maybe to throw him off, he can maybe...
You could...
If he needs to
run
the
run
ball.
it. Don't run it with Cottrell. About to say he's got his man underneath and DJ Chark is in. No, that's Marvin Jones. I'm sorry. Marvin Jones Jr. is in. Different Jr. Sorry.
Well,
what number is Chark? Chark's not 11.
No, he's
17.
Yeah, 17.
Okay.
Oh. And that's 1 for 3 now.
The funny thing is, he was just saying how in games like this, he elects to always go for 2, never put it in the air, never risk the kick.
Yeah.
Maybe listen to yourself, dumbass. Same thing goes with, hey, why are you not calling hard flats? They're beating you in the flat all game long. Maybe listen to yourself, dumbass. Don't call them this time. They've got 3 timeouts, but I mean, only 13 seconds. There's no reason to have hard flats on right now.
Oh, we can only hope. We can only hope.
And, oh, if that's anyone but Von Miller, that's a pick. If that is anyone but Von Miller, that's a pick. And the corner, I think that was Henderson, almost came up and picked it off of Von Miller's back.
That would have been a huge play because, they probably don't return that, but you're probably in field goal range if you dare to kick it, I guess. If you dare to kick it there, but.
So 2nd and 10 now, 8 seconds left. This might just be a run to Coleman in the half. Oh, they're going to throw it. Allen gets off the block quickly. Now 1-on-1 on the right side. Mims caught it! Mims with the one-handed grab. And now they have the wind at their back. So, hey, what would this be?
Oh.
Hey, a 41-yard attempt. Amendola. Oh, it's not blocked, but it's going to be wide right anyway.
Oh, wow, could you imagine a block touchdown there?
If that got blocked and they took it back. Oh, my goodness.
This game has been just everything it could have been so far in the first half. It's been an amazing game to watch.
Oh my goodness, he almost picked that. He almost got that. Titans fans are already cheering on the Jacksonville Jaguars. They think that they can beat the Jags. Meanwhile, seeing Mims, they don't think that their corners can stack up to that.
Yeah, I don't blame him. After what I just watched, I don't blame him.
I mean, why was he not playing 3 deep? Why do you even put yourself in a situation where you can be one-on-one? Because with 8 seconds, all right, you only need to get to the 50. Yeah, sure. But you got 8 seconds to do so. I really don't think that there's much more other than a throw coming, as Allen will stuff the run to Carter there.
Yeah, I think, it didn't kill him. Have the win be normal, I think that probably would have given the Jets a free 3 there, which would have been probably pretty important down the stretch. But it ended up not hurting him, so I think they're okay.
Yeah. And Wilson, play action, has to stop because of that.
Wow.
Has to stop because of the contain, and
I don't know whose fault that was. I don't know if that was a bad throw or bad or just failed catch.
I don't know if that ball came out sideways or what happened, but yeah, I think you're the second tight end for a reason. And now 3rd and 8, drop back. And Joku does it as well. This right here is why I traded this man in Madden 20. When you don't need David Njoku is a god. When you need David Njoku is nowhere to be found.
Well, but like you said, this is exactly what Jacksonville needed to get back in this game. They needed a touchdown and they needed a punt right out of half, and that's exactly what they've got, and oh boy.
Yeah, and on top of that,
you
force the punt, and they're punting against the wind, so not a great punt. And even though you aren't in your own end zone, it only gets past the 50. I think that was like a 30-yard punt because of this wind. So now ball in the 44. As Lawrence in this offense going to go to work, we're going to see James Robinson come out here in a heavy set. And the ball will go to James Robinson. James Robinson is going to go absolutely nowhere.
Yeah, not
oh, God. I'm not even going to attempt to say that man's name.
Fatu Kasi?
Thank you.
He's a beast, but
yeah,
there was nothing open there.
Yeah.
Not a hole in sight.
No. I hate when that happens.
Really like to see if they try and get something sharp here. But
they're going to throw it to Hurst underneath.
Oh,
a little bit risky, but that's going to get 3 yards, and that'll make it.
Yeah, I don't know why they didn't let that develop a little bit longer and let the guys run just a second longer. 1 Mississippi longer, but 3rd and 7 though, so not the worst, not the best.
Yeah. 3rd and 7, Lawrence in the gun from the 48. Back. He's got Hurst. He will find Hurst. I thought that was a corner route, not an out route.
Oh, yeah.
So I thought it was going to be open a lot sooner than that. But the second that safety came down, yeah, that was kind of donezo. And Titans fans are correcting me that they just don't want to play in the snow. Even though it can snow in Tennessee, it doesn't happen often, but Nashville, it can snow.
Yeah.
IRL, I think in 2016, 2017, there was... Or no, it was 2017. There was a blizzard that came through there. Not blizzard, but like a really heavy snowstorm. It wasn't like a giant amount of snow or anything, but it was big enough to where it also hit me all the way down in Birmingham.
Yeah.
And give to Robinson. Yeah, Robinson really had nowhere to run. Tried to bounce it outside, and it goes nowhere.
Yeah, I just don't know if motioning the tight end was the right answer that time, just because it kind of gave away, you know, what I think the Jacksonville Jaguars were wanting to do there.
So now, 2nd and 11 from the 22. Ron Johnson and David Shark are the wide receivers. Drops back. He's got Johnson. He will find Johnson, and Johnson will not spin into any big hits this time, as he gets 7 yards. Sorry, and that will make it 3rd and 4 from the red zone.
I'm liking this drive from Jacksonville. They're eating up a lot of clock. They're keeping these 3rd downs manageable, and they're converting them. So, I mean, there's not much not to like about this drive so far.
I doubt we see the kicker, though, because...
Yeah, I could about imagine.
It might be 2-point conversions all the way through from now on. But 3rd and 4. Got a bunch formation left. We're going to see play action. Oh, pressure's there. Okay, he's just going to dump this off to Hurst, who goes nowhere. Big brain moves. So, yeah, we will see a 4th down attempt as the offense is not going off the field.
Yeah, I don't think you can blame them here.
I would have rather you see something like right over the head of that blitzing linebacker. That's what I would have wanted to see. Because that linebacker got completely fooled on the play action. Don't roll out. Just play the play action and right over the top of that guy's head. Because I think that was Marvin Jones. That was right behind him that had 1st down yardage. 4th and 4, drop back. Got time, forces this into the end zone, and it's actually going to be intercepted by Richard Sherman. Probably shouldn't have picked that one off because now you've got the ball at the 12. But still, not a great throw, but he had to try and make something happen. It was 4th down.
Yeah. Well, the Jets were not going to allow any ETN quick dump off that time. So, essentially, Lawrence lost his main target and chucked one up there, giving this guy a chance, but just not much happened there.
So 1st and 10 now, as this defense has to come up with another big stop, as that's a good start. Robertson Harris? Is that his name?
There you go.
Okay. I almost said Robert Harrison.
Old Roy Robert. Oh my God! Now you got me all puzzled. I'm just gonna stay away from it. Robertson Harris. It's a mouthful. I'm gonna stay away from him from now on.
Oh, Raggy.
Yeah, pretty much.
Raggy. So 2nd and 10 now from the 12. Play action. Wilson. Guess where he's going? It's almost like he's always throwing it underneath. It's almost like maybe you should put on some hard flats.
I think he had it on there. I think it's just...
No.
He didn't?
He didn't.
Well, either way, he wasn't even near the hard flat area yet, so...
I think he went to the... Well, the hard flat would have played it still, because the ball got thrown kind of near it. But he would have at least gotten tackled before he got anywhere. And toss wide to Carter. Yeah, there was nothing there.
Looked like it for a second, and then everybody just came crashing in. And
yeah, it took a little bit too long for that play to develop, so it's going to bring up 2nd and 10. And really, I mean, at this point, the only reason that I don't know. I just... You talked all that about, oh, I would have put on hard flats so long ago. Oh, I would have done this so long ago. You're not doing it, and you're giving up 1st down runs to Tevin Coleman.
Well, he's just got so much to worry about with Zach Wilson's legs that, you know, that run game becomes an afterthought, I think, right now for Jacksonville.
Still no hard flats, but this time it's going to be a run, and that's only going to get 2.
Nice adjustment there, though, to make this 2nd and 8. But the last 2 2nd and longs here have been first downs for the Jets. So let's see what Jacksonville wants to do differently here to hopefully not let that happen.
Yeah, it needs to be 3rd and something behind the chains.
Yeah, and 2nd and 8 here, and a...
No, not seeing hard flats get put on. And it's going to be a run, and Carter is going to get blown up, but he will still get 2 yards, so at least makes it 3rd and manageable at 6.
Yeah, maybe the hard flats time to shine right now.
Yeah. About time you put them on, dude. Wilson drops back. Guess what? No hard flats. Guess what? Doesn't matter because this guy has bricks for hands. Was that Mims? Denzel Mims, the man that had the way that he dropped back. There's no way that was hard flats. I wasn't paying attention.
I saw the light blue.
No, it has to be darker blue. It might have been Cloud. Cloud plays a little bit deeper. Cloud will still give up those drags.
See if Jacksonville can get some points here. This is a prime spot for their offense to show up here.
Yeah, so 1st and 10 from the 23. Is there even... Yeah. Yeah, I just wasn't paying attention whenever the button happened. I don't know if it went out of bounds or what, but 1st and 10. Risky throw to Chenault right at the user. But Kendricks couldn't get a paw on it. And a bright side, it only gained 3. But hey, you can take as much time as you need right now. This has been a pretty smash mouth game after that very quick 4 touchdowns. So we've seen 2 touchdowns on either side and a missed extra point. As play action, looks like he might have a man deep. He will go that way, and Teron Johnson pulls his best Denzel Mims impression.
Wow. That was unfortunate there for the Jags. They had a 20-yard gain easily dialed up there, and it just... Bricks for hands, and that's going to make it 3rd down. Oh, I thought he was going to go for that out route. Instead, he throws it into triple coverage. Like a big brain. Well, at least I think he's punting with the 60-mile-per-hour wind.
He is punting with the wind.
So this is going to put this
baby. He didn't full power it. What the fuck? Pussy? Full power it. That would have gotten it inside the 10. Instead, you give him a chance for a return. Instead, you give him a chance for a pretty big return. It didn't happen, but...
Yeah, I think that guy just standing there right next to him really threw him off.
Yeah, I think that guy that he just rubbed shoulders with threw him off. Now, for the love of God, put on hard flats. Cloud flats. Cloud flats don't cover the flat. See? Drag route. Wide the fuck open. Why? Because you don't have a hard flat on. Granted, that one is actually just your user wasn't covering it, but still, be better. Do better.
Well, this is prime position here for the Jets to take control of this game, though, if they can get something going down on this drive.
Okay, thank God. That 0 look was not it, Chief. We finally see some hard flats, but we're not going to see them in use, as we're going to see a run play that goes nowhere. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
There's our old man again.
Yeah, there's Raggy with the good tackle for loss.
And a little Trey Y flex here on the old 3rd and 7.
And we will see that when we come back for the 4th quarter. 4s are up.
Oh, we're for surely going to see never mind. We're going to see not Trey Y flex.
Don't call covers. Hard flat this. Hard flat this. Please. Hard flat it. Quit with the clouds. Hard flat it. Or don't. Guess what? He's going to beat you in the... Oh, he doesn't. Instead, he actually got forced to go over the top. Njoku does make the catch this time, but took him so... That was such a long developing play. You would hope that your pass rush could get home, especially whenever you're using Von Miller. Pass rush doesn't get home. If the pass rush gets home, then that is a very different play. But that right there, like, that is exactly what they needed to start doing. Play some flats, force the deeper routes to take the time to develop, and maybe your pass rush gets home. It's almost like you should have hard flats on instead of playing sky.
Maybe he's just praying for some more of them timely drops from the old Jets receivers.
Like, listen to your own advice. Thank you. For fuck's sake.
I don't know if he's going to like the end result of this, but we'll have to wait and see.
It's a run, so it's not going to matter. Every time he's come out in hard flats, he's run the fucking football. Come out in hard flats again. Give Raggy a chance to get to blow up another play. He did it. He finally fucking did it. And he's gonna force the deep pass. Oh, oh, oh! Henderson was about to get cut.
Yeah, it truly was.
Henderson was about to get cut. It was exactly what he wanted. He forced him to throw it deep. It falls incomplete, thank God, because Henderson decided he was going to stop running. Could have maybe picked it off in the end zone. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
It's not going to matter, but Gilbert's in.
He was spooked by the play.
Yeah.
All right, this is huge right here. This is going to be huge for this Jacksonville defense. They need this one desperately here.
So now 3rd and 13, ball on the 38.
Field
goal range goes back to almost midfield, assuming you're able to hit it.
There we go. Smart lad here. See,
oh, he's going to give it up. Wasn't able to cover Njoku all the way, and that's going to be to his detriment.
That's great. Dial up with the flood concept there.
Yeah. The one time you shouldn't have been playing a Tampa 2 cover the underneath is 3rd and for fucking ever. Give him the underneath and make a tackle. Play action. Wilson goes running and has to throw this one away.
Now, the Container's really done a pretty good job of shutting down these play actions that the Jets have tried to continue to get to work like they did in the first half, but
yeah, like you watched
just not.
You watched it work that way last week when you were calling the contain every single time against the Ravens. I don't know why you started out this game not doing so, but uh-oh. Yep. He was unfortunately on the Tampa 2 that would have been covering him, and ends up giving up a big play because of it.
Well, I thought maybe Davis fumbled that for a second there, just with like the jarring motion of the hit stick. It kind of looked like it.
It looked like the camera was about to show the fumble, but no dice.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't like this. Actually, I kind of like this. You're kind of making it look like Njoku's open.
Yeah.
Ooh, Miles Jack, if he is going for the pick, if Miles Jack tries to catch that instead of just breaking it up, that is 6. That is a huge momentum shift if Miles Jack is going for the interception.
It looks like the Jets learned their lesson there.
Yeah, let's not throw it this time.
Do you commit run here, you think? Commit to stopping that run?
Doesn't matter. They're going to just QB sneak it in.
Yeah.
So now, do you go for 2? I I mean, what's the harm in a 7-point
Yeah,
game?
that's actually true. I think you do.
I think that there's a much bigger difference. I don't like
Actually,
this. I don't like this. Kick is good, but I prefer the risk of leaving it at a 7-point game versus forcing it to a 9-point game. Because if you can force it to be 2 possessions, that is huge. Whereas a touchdown and an extra point versus a touchdown and a 2-point conversion, whenever kickers haven't been all that great today anyway, I think that it's just not as big of a issue to have to go for 2 as you would normally have. You were probably already thinking about going for 2 even if you scored.
The Jacksonville can do. Have they been held scoreless here in the second half?
They have, as ETN looking deep almost gets picked off. Second and 10, dump off to ETN. ETN gets completely lit up. And we're going to have a quick 3rd and 2. As they hurry up to the line. Don't want to let them change.
No.
ETN's still in the backfield. Will be a run to ETN. ETN's got a hole. He's got a first down. And we've got a flag. This might be coming back. Will be. The play was over. The play was over, and Norwell gets called for a flag.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
That's a heartbreaker. That's a heartbreaker. Also, the Twitterverse is currently dogging you for sounding like you were arriving whenever Miles Jack almost intercepted that ball on the goal line. Oh, they got a man over the middle. He's not going to take it. He's instead going to force a very stupid play, and it's going to be intercepted. That might be all she wrote. He had his curl route over the middle. Why didn't he throw it? What?
Yeah, the circle was wide open there. Not sure. I think that was Marvin Jones probably. Was just, I think Jacksonville was just pressing a little bit too much there, trying to make a play, and just didn't work out for him there.
And throw to Carter. And, okay, that play should have been blown up for about 3 yards. Instead, it goes for a big gain.
Yeah, I think Jacksonville's just pressing a little bit too much right now. I think they're starting to maybe see the writing on the walls here, barring something crazy happening here if their defense can get a turnover.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna take quite a bit to force this game back in the right way for Jacksonville. What a Cinderella story for Jacksonville on the other hand of it, assuming that they don't get anything, or assuming that they don't get back into this game. As run by Coleman. Diving for joy is Jack, and 6 yards is the result.
Yeah, diving for joy. I don't think I just don't see Jack diving for joy after he let that one buns off his hands a few possessions ago.
Now, the question remains, RX, will you be available here right after?
I will not. I will be going to bed. Why?
That might put the icing on the cake.
Yeah.
That right there might just put the icicle on MetLife Stadium, and I think that's going to end it here. I mean, maybe the ball's still up in the air. Maybe Jacksonville comes out, has a really hot drive, and stops them coming out, but being down now 15 is going to be a tall order. But I was asking that in the event that the Titans and the Jets end up playing right after this.
No, I will be unavailable.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. Well, just think, you could have a HBK cast with you.
This is true. I don't know if he's going to want to cast. Hey, this went better than the previous Jets game where you had an offensive lineman force a fumble on you.
That is true.
He's never going to live that down. But now, I think there's only one thing that we can say to Urban Meyer or off-season tips. Stay the fuck away from your chop house.
Yeah.
Finger guns and holsters, big man. First down, drop back. They're going to dump this off to Fast White Guy, and Fast White Guy will get 8. Right up to the line now, 2nd and 2.
Could be a lot of the quick game here for Jacksonville.
Got another underneath route, and okay, Hurst doing his Mims impression. Doing his Njoku impression, actually. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. On the bright side, it stopped the clock. Of course, you had a free line out of bounds, so you could have just stopped the clock yourself.
Yeah.
Jeez, 28 passes to 12 runs here by Jacksonville. The run game had been working really well. I don't know why they went away from it. ETN bounces off of a man, and he's going to get a first.
Yeah, they probably just started to press a little bit too much, got a little too pass happy, and forgot about the run game.
And looking deep, he's got Chenault, who drops it. Oh, man.
Yeah, the drops have been a big part of this game.
Yeah, big case of the dropsies here.
Not sure why, just it has been so. Maybe the snow playing a little bit of a factor, some cold hands out there.
I guess. 2nd and 10. Lawrence drops back, forces a ball, and it gets intercepted by May. If it wasn't over before, it definitely is now.
Well, too bad one of them old offensive line hit sticks couldn't have happened there for Jacksonville.
Yeah. And turnovers at this point has just been the killer for Jaguars. We've had 3 turnovers, a fumble, and 2 interceptions. Now, granted, the 2 interceptions have come as of late, but you have the interception when you're down 8 that basically iced it, and now you have the interception when you're down 15, with still enough time to maybe score and possibly play some defense. But yeah, this game is donezo, barring a defensive touchdown like right now.
Barring the miraculous. Well, it was a great season for Jacksonville, though. You got to give them their credit. They're only going to come back stronger next year, so Lawrence and ETN getting in their second years, Meyer's second year, so.
Yeah. And gonna have one more play before the 2-minute warning, but yeah, I mean, Urban Meyer made a lot more than people thought he would this season. Made it to the divisional round his first year. Nobody thought that was going to happen. In an AFC South that was really up in the air for quite some time. Now, at least one favorite is still in here as San Francisco takes down Tampa Bay. They will be taking on Green Bay in San Francisco, so I doubt we see a snow game over there. Green Bay has played back-to-back snow games. I doubt they play a third out in Santa Clara.
You would really hope so.
Yeah, maybe a monsoon or an earthquake game.
Yeah.
And move back to Candlestick Park and play an earthquake game. But yeah. And then on the other side, Tennessee takes on New York in New York. Titans have won 2 pretty nice home games. I don't know. I really don't know what to expect coming out of that game because, let's be honest, the Titans, really good running team. The Jets gave up a lot of pretty big runs to Jacksonville. So I don't think that they match up all that well. Meanwhile, the Jets play a lot of underneath stuff off of bootlegs, and we just watched a team that did that a ton in Kansas City get absolutely obliterated by the Titans.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be both of these games look to be really good, really solid games for the championship. So.
Now, without a doubt, as this a first down would 100% end it. Fourth down is just going to then delay the inevitable. Drop back. Nothing's open because now you're going to play defense. And they're going to just run around, try to waste some time and take a sack. As now, you're still in field goal range. They're not going to kick the field goal. They're going to punt it. Okay.
Looks like the inevitable is delayed a little bit further yet.
So, I mean, it would have been a 54-yarder with the wind.
Definitely makeable, that's for sure.
Why not kick it? So, I mean, Jacksonville, you need a touchdown, an onside kick, and then a touchdown, along with at least one two-point conversion in there somewhere. Can you imagine how bad it would be for them to drive down the field, score a touchdown, and then go for the two-point conversion right now and miss it? Which would just end the game.
I would just do
well, you're not going to do it doing that. They take a sack. Second down, throw deep. There's that man again, Marcus May. And he's going to try and pour some salt in the wound, but he won't do it. He won't be able to make it all the way, and that's going to end it. So we're going to just see a kneel down. And that will officially end it. As Tennessee Titans will be moving on to play the New York Football Jets. And the San Francisco 49ers will, assuming they win, we'll have to play a doubleheader, but the San Francisco 49ers will be hosting the Green Bay Runners. And that is your championship weekend. Not sure when either of those games are going to kick off. More than likely not going to see the 49ers until sometime tomorrow. Could see the Jets and the Titans tonight. I don't know. You'll have to wait and see on that. Do you have any closing statements before we sign off here?
No, it was a good game. You know, I think just Jacksonville had a couple things go wrong and then started pressing a little bit too much since got away from their game, and I think that was really the difference in this one.
Couldn't agree more. But that is going to go ahead and do it for us here tonight. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Keep an eye on Discord for when those next games are going to be kicking off. And until then, this is Brainiac signing off for possibly the night.